Ya sabes que el diablo nunca muere, siempre regresa. Hay que seguir matándolo.
I don't think that we were thinking about making a remake per se. There was such extraordinary source materials that it could bear, you know, another interpretation.
They came to me with the project, and I, of course, thought, well, let's see if that's a good idea. But I immediately called Brian de Palma, who had made the brilliant original. I emailed him, and he asked to have a Skype call, and he was incredibly generous and supportive, and that was important to me. How did I protect a classic story and modernize it? I knew that we needed social media. I knew that kids needed to have cell phones. They needed to be taking pictures, taking videos, uploading those pictures and videos, and those things would go viral, and that's where the danger and the damage and the humiliation can come in.
Carrie is a girl who has been pushed so far emotionally and physically, isolated, that she has so much friction in her body that she just eventually combusts.
The Chloe we know, who's a child star, who's confident, who has a beautiful family that loves her, is very far away from the Carrie White that we needed to invent.
Si me concentro, puedo hacer que las cosas se muevan.
I've learned how to become someone so opposite of your ideals and everything else and do it healthily and have an amazing time.
El baile es la semana que viene. Si quieres, podría ser mi pareja.
She was 15 when we made the movie, so she's an actual adolescent. It was nice to have someone who was really in that process herself.
With Julianne, I knew I needed somebody who was charismatic, who was warm, who was brilliant. And that may surprise you, given that Margaret can be a little cold and can be so inside of her religion and the way that she rears her child. But I think that that added to the complexity.
Ve a tu armario y reza. No. Reza!
She joined an extreme religious group, very marginalized, afraid of the real world, whose only relationship is to this little child. That's her primary link to the world.
¡Déjame salir! ¡No!
That Margaret is so abusive is just the fact that she wants nothing but good for her daughter.
Me han pedido para ir al baile. No, no, no. Se van a reír de ti.
In her imaginary world, the good for her daughter is protecting her no matter what, even if that means...
Si fuera inocente, la maldición de la sangre no habría caído sobre ella. Eso no sale en la Biblia, no sale en ningún sitio.
The story is about this misfit Carrie White who wants what we all want, which is love and acceptance. And because I fell so deeply in love with her, I knew that I could recreate this movie that would be compelling for today.
¡Las reinas son...